Hello and welcome to episode 395 of the Small Business Network podcast. My name is Sharmelle Thomas. I'm with Sharmelle's Travels and I help people earn and save on their travel. So today I thought we'd focus on something a little bit fun. It's kind of for everybody. It just depends on if you are new to cruising, a big cruiser, whatever that may be. But a lot of times people have to decide what type of cabin are you going to get on the cruise? So we'll start with talking about the types of cabins. The main three types are interior, ocean view, and then balcony. And then, if you're really balling out, you can look at the suites and that kind of thing. And sometimes, even if you're not balling out, maybe the size of the suite is really good for your family. So there are other considerations, but we're going to focus on those three main ones today. And there's just really different reasons why you might choose a different type of cabin. And I was inspired by this by just working with one of my clients. And I never thought of it this way, but in their cruise party, they have somebody who has motion sickness. And there are ways to combat that. But one of the ways to combat that is your position on the ship. So, especially, I don't know if you've ever noticed that when you lie down, you might feel a little bit differently. Think of when you have sinus issues or things that kind of throw your balance off. When you lie down, you feel, in my opinion, a little bit worse than when you sit up. So, this is really important for your cabin. So, they actually decided that it was best for them to have an interior cabin because then he's not seeing all the motion that's going around. He's closed off from that. And then also, if you are lower in the ship, and kind of more center, that ship has its own center of gravity. So you're going to feel less swaying in that position than you might in the outer rooms or higher decks. So that's just something to keep in mind if you have that kind of motion sickness issue. Now, what I always think of when I think of interior rooms is your budget. Budget is often, basically travel, it's an investment. And so sometimes you might make a decision just so you can go, you can get away, and maybe your budget fits that interior room more so than it fits a balcony room. And that's okay because what is your overall goal? In my opinion, and I love travel. So, in my opinion, your overall goal should always be first to take that trip and do it in the best way you can. Of course, you want to be comfortable and you want to be safe, but if you get to choose between an interior room on the cruise that you really want to go on versus not going at all, then I think it makes sense to choose the interior room. So, nothing wrong with that at all. So, talk a little bit about ocean view. That is the next step up. You are going to have a window or a porthole, some sort of view that you can get that natural light into your room, see out and what's happening in the ocean or at port outside of the ship. You will have that view. So, that is usually that ocean view room. Just another option. Maybe it just makes you feel a little better to, I would say, if you're maybe claustrophobic, an interior room might be something that you can't handle, but even just being able to see what's happening kind of alleviates that claustrophobia feeling. So, ocean view could be a really good option for you. And then there is balcony. I have to say, I am a fan of balcony because I love being able to listen to the ocean and smell the ocean, see it, relax on the balcony. I'm very low key, very easygoing. So I do love a balcony room. And it is one of those things where it's like having a balcony on your home. You can kind of consider it extended space. So again, if claustrophobia is an issue for you, that balcony room can really make you feel like you've got that space that you need. You can breathe, you can stick your head out and just be at ease. It all really depends on what your needs are, what your wants are, and it is okay no matter what room you choose. Because I do have some people say, I am on this ship to have a good time. I'm only going to see my room when it's time to sleep and time to shower, and then I'm out of there. I'll be honest with you. If that's all you care about in the room, I would probably tell you as long as you feel comfortable in it, choose that interior room. Nothing wrong with it. You're not going to be in there anyway. But if it makes you feel good to wake up in the morning, maybe you like to ease into the day with a nice, warm beverage, and you might want to sit on the balcony or lean on the balcony and see what's going on. Maybe you want to see when you pull into port, what's happening. I've done that before. I've watched them from my balcony dock the ship. It's a very interesting process because you see everybody kind of running around, grabbing the ropes, tying it down. So there's all kinds of different reasons. But if you're like, by the time they dock that ship, I'm already going to be out having breakfast on the ship anyway. I don't need to see that from my room. I can see it anywhere. Save your money. Save your money for excursions or souvenirs or different experiences and get the interior room. So I just want to say that to me, you never have to feel bad about whatever decisions you make as long as it fits what you're looking to do and you can enjoy that experience and have what you want. So, again, I am Sharmelle Thomas with Sharmelle's Travels. I am here to help you earn and save on your travel. So, any questions that you have, I am happy for you to reach out to me. You can find me on any of the social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, for as long as we have it. You can find me there, and it's just under Sharmelle Thomas, or you can look for Sharmelle's Travels. Also, I have a YouTube page, so I would appreciate that follow. Super excited to be here with the Small Business Network and can't wait to see more and connect with you, and more to come. Thank you.